white a push, a very serious push here, Amon.
If you trade the bishops, that might have already been a winning position for white. He couldn't. He plays a5. It looks like something is going to fall here. He can't take on c5 because the c pawn just rolls down the board. White's threatening bishop takes c4, Eric. If I can trade everything, it's completely winning for white.
And if you can trade everything and black's knight moves, there's a future that king on e2 finds itself a path to a4, picks up that pawn, and if that pawn falls, the a pawn is just going to march down the board.
So, I mean, if you can't allow bishop takes c4, you have to play a move like this, but notice how that a pawn is just going to be targeted by white.
It's time for a4, I think. What do you think?
Fix that pawn, bishop b6 next after a4.
The problem with the king position is some exchanges, some endgames are winning for white. Even material, the king is closer. So, for example, after a4, if you move your knight to c4, everything can be traded off, and that's a winning king and pawn endgame for Nihal. So this is one of the critical moves of the game for Arjun because he sees how he could be losing soon. Urgency is required.
So with a4, knight f5, one of the issues with bishop b6 is the black bishop gets out to b4, which I think is why Nihal correctly spends time, chases the pawn to a light square. And why is that worse? Because first of all, the pawn can't go all the way up the board. That's on white's side. Easy for the white king to just go over and capture. And if it stays where it is right now, that's a light square. And the only person that can attack the light squares reliably here is Nihal.
Yeah, after maybe white goes a3 and eventually they'll play bishop b5 and take it. No rush to do that because black's not threatening anything. Nihal is just provoking weaknesses, allowing Arjun to push that pawn closer to his position. And we're seeing a really, really good effort by Nihal to squeeze this position. And now he knows that he's got great winning chances. It's a 2-result game. His king is closer. A big pressure here.
And one thing he has to be careful of is bishop takes the knight. Even if you win one pawn, sometimes even two, Eric, you don't want bishops that are on opposite colors. Those give really, really good drawing chances.
Yeah, no opposite bishops here. I just want to move my king to b4. What is Arjun going to do to stop that? Look for counterplay. Maybe you can't stop it. You just have to try to harass the king side. But it's hard when your pieces are both unable to move until he decides to his bishop on f8 not moving right now. After king e6, the knight is pinned, right?
Yep.
So after king b4, is there a trick? Pawn to a3. It's a temporary trick, maybe, but I'm not sure it even. Yeah, no, it even works. No?
Yeah, that pawn is going to be taken at some point. It's just a matter of time. Nihal has been, waiting for this moment, and look at this. He's taken on a4. He's finally up that pawn. He's earned that extra pawn. 2 minutes apiece. No one has a significant time edge. This is all about the board, and Nihal squeezing water from stone.
Squeezing water from stone, and I said, when you win the a-pawn, you should have a winning position. This is absolutely, with right technique, a winning position for Nihal. Can he make sure no opposite bishop endgames, find a way that he can push all of black's pieces back?
Okay, bishop to a7. There's maybe, I was thinking about knight b5, but no, not quite knight b5. Bishop a7? Is that the move that you want to try here?
I could go.
You have to keep guarding e3.
Bishop a7. Nihal's defended everything right now. Bishop a7. I mean, maybe there's king b4.
It must be king b4 if this is the incorrect move, but you know what? It looked like the move that made the most sense. Perhaps even allowing king c6 was not right by Nihal. Might have underestimated that move.
I still don't see how black punishes it, and Nihal's in a position to start pushing that a-pawn. It's up to Arjun to figure out how to defend.
Now, taking this knight is very tempting, because you know what I don't want? Knight c5 and having to play bishop takes c5. I think you have to take that knight, but you know what? What he's saying is that after bishop c5, he's going to go king back to c6. And here we go. Same color bishops, Eric. They're not opposite colors. He's got great winning chances.
Outside pass pawn. The standard plan here. Push that pawn, distract the king, and then you will pick up black's kingside pawns.
Now, he has to move the bishop. There's only one square, f8, right? Moving back to a7 will just repeat with king b7. So this move is 100% forced.
But he does spot it immediately, which is very impressive. Taking away Arjun's threat of bishop e1 check. And again, you want to time it properly. You want to push that a-pawn, distract black's pieces, and put yourself in a position to then pick off the king side.
This is a position with great winning chances for Nihal. He's got the extra pawn. It's on the outside of the board. He's also up on time. This is looking like a comeback in the making.
And now with that time advantage, he's got multiple win conditions. He doesn't need to push that anytime soon. He can take his time. E4, I think black might go D4 here. You don't want to push on dark squares, but what else do you do?
It makes sense, though. This is usually what you want. And by the way, look at every single white pawn. The opposite color of black's bishop, which means this is a position that Nihal can play forever. Not only is he winning on the board, Eric, but this is a position, even if it was equal, I think he would win.
Yeah, if you trade the bishops off, white will eventually bring the king back to c4, play f4, and you'll have two passed pawns. Black can't deal with that. Arjun has to keep the dark square bishop on the board. But again, those pawns on dark squares, Nihal has to figure out a setup where he can push that a pawn or try to win e5. But this is even better.
Yeah.
He's just maintaining the time advantage.
Bishop
it's winning
d2.
anyways. Bishop d2 and probably f4.
Yep, bishop d2. First thing to calculate is, can it be taken? Black plays king a5. You have to make sure you're on top of that calculation. You do not want to mess this up now. He realizes he can. I would have even said, wait, what about the move f4? But he realizes he doesn't need to rush. h4 is another move. Pawns all on dark squares here.
Nihal's taking time here. The other plan is to just shuffle. He can probably win this on the clock.
Yep.
He's looking for a breakthrough. Is f4 playable? It's playable. Is it winning for sure? I couldn't tell you. And he's spending too much time, in my opinion, figuring that out.
He is. And you know what? He just needs to go back to basics. He's a very quick player. He can play this position for a win on the clock. Black has to move the king now. But if you move the king up, there is d3.
And then bishop e1 supporting it. Nihal's taking too much time here.
Way
he didn't
too
need
much
to do
time.
this, Simon. He was up on time.
He has to
now
move.
he's trying to win the game on the chessboard. That's not all you have to do.
Yep.
14 to 21. Look at Arjun's progress here.
And now you can't even play bishop d2 maybe because, you know, you're not sure if that calculation
He's running
works.
out of moves.
He's finally pre-moving. This is dangerous, though.
But he's not pre-moving everything.
I love that idea, but it's too little too late in terms of
8
on the
seconds
board.
to 13. We're going to see a time scramble here. Nihal has to win this game. He has to keep enough material on the board. 6 to 10.
I don't think he's even able to do it. The bishop's trapped.
Why did he slow down so much?
It's trapped.
He can move back and forth a bit. 3 seconds to 8.
No, white needs to do something incredible. Oh,
my
he misses
goodness.
it.
This queen comes in.
Oh my goodness, and Arjun gets a queen and wins. Arjun Erigaisi from Genji wins 2-0.
That is incredible, Mon. That was a lost position and lost on the clock, and we've seen this before. He never went into bullet mode, and he's one of the best players in the world.
The best. Oh,
and he just forgot.
I
He
can't
tried to
believe
play
it.
too accurate. He could have pre-moved.
Sometimes in chess, your position is so good that you're sitting there and all you want to do is play the best move, but he needed to let that go and just play the clock game.
Yeah, what a reversal. I really was 100% sure that Nihal, out of all people, when he's up 20 seconds in a winning position. Wow.
Yeah, that's truly something, because you know what? In that spot, I just can't believe that Arjun Erigaisi managed that defense. In chess, it's so difficult when you have all your pawns in the same color as your bishop. He created activity, he played easy moves. I'm impressed with the way Arjun handled that position.